Hi, I'm Artur Han, and today I'd like to show you an AI-powered automation I built to help you stay up to date on what's relevant. So you might know services like InnoReader or Feedly, where you can subscribe to specific news topics and feeds and collect them in a folder. And here I made a folder to only get news about AI. And looking into that, I see that it's still over 1,000 articles coming in per week over the last month. So it's still way too much to look through. And especially if you're a business that has to stay up to date on specific topics, this might be interesting for you. I built an AI-powered automation in Make that I call Nerafoso, standing for News, Rater, Formatter, and Sorter. And I'd like to demonstrate it to you. So here, for this demonstration, I just set it to collect 100 articles from my news folder. And this could be news, Reddit articles, Facebook groups. You can basically configure this to any RSS feed. And I collect here the relevant information that I chose, and I send it to a fine-tuned GPT model I built to rate each article based on how interesting it is for AI in business cases, and assign categories on what kind of article it is. So especially if you're working with a team where different people are interested in different types of articles, like regulations or technical demonstrations, tools, guides, this is now used then to sort the information and the articles to different destinations. And GPT is already finished. I'm just looking quickly into it. I hope you can somewhat read it. You see that we get a rating in the first line, a shortly rephrased title in the second line, and the category tags below that. And looking through, we see that 100 articles were rated and passed to the rest of our processing tree, which then writes the article information to different Google Sheets and Docs. And here you see different sheets in green lighting up. And just looking into this branch example, we see that 14 articles are deemed as discussions, and they're written to different sheets based on low, medium, and high rating, which I can filter as I want. And looking into one of these examples, we see now here the date that I saved, the rating, the original title. Here, for instance, AI in commerce, 5 essential use cases for B2B operations. Very interesting, 8.3. We have the URL, so if you want to visit the article, we just click it and we get there. Then I also save the feed from InnoReader, so later maybe I can filter out some feeds that only give low-rated articles. Here's the low-rated sheet, medium, and in the end I have the rephrase title also saved and the category tag. And this can be configured freely as I would like. And I also configured it to write highly rated articles to Google Docs in a certain formatted way. And looking into one of these examples here for the category demonstration, I see that I set it to the rating being printed in the first line, then the categories listed like this, and then the shortly rephrased title put in parentheses, followed by the link in brackets. And this is hyperlink formatting. So if I were to write this to an email or a social media post, this would be a clickable link with this title that leads to the article. So this is just a demonstration of sorting news articles to different files, which different people in the team can have access to based on their position and interests, so that they only see what's really interesting to them. And basically I could have this automation do a lot of other things also, like make social media posts for me, or send emails, or WhatsApp or Telegram messages, write to Notion databases or Slack channels, actually make offers thousands of different apps and integrations you can use or make yourself to connect services this way. And also, instead of rating, paraphrasing, and categorizing the articles, I could have this AI visit the website, read the entire article, and give me a summarization in a certain number of words. Maybe only do this for highly rated articles. It's all freely configurable. And also, I don't have to collect from a news service like InnoReader. In the beginning here, I could actually have a web scraper that goes over a list of websites or domains that I give it and looks for certain information, then notifies me or summarizes that information in tasks down the line here. And I also don't have to run this manually. I could actually schedule it to run every day at a certain time, or certain days of the week or days of the month. So I don't even have to open this or log in. Basically, I can just configure this and look in my results documents or channels to find the results every day or every week. And also, this AI here by OpenAI could also be open source models from Hugging Face. And that could make this entirely free because right now actually we're not paying for a premium subscription for Make. It's entirely free. The InnoReader subscription is free, and the only thing that I'm paying for here is the OpenAI model I fine-tuned, where I pay per word that goes in and per word that comes out. And actually the way I built it here, it's less than 25 cents for 1,000 articles that are being processed this way. So it's already very cheap, and I just chose one AI model to do everything, do the rating, paraphrasing, and categorizing. And you could also split this up in different models and use the Hugging Face API also for free to have basically entirely customizable automations that can be scheduled and run in the background for you, collecting information online. So this is just a demonstration, and wanted to show you how you can build your own tools to gather information online for you, no matter your needs. So if you have any questions or would like to discuss, please hit the comments, and thank you for watching.